Hello dear students, welcome to Easy Lessons. In this session we will be discussing about decision making statements in C language. Before discussing what is a decision making statement, let us see that programming can be done in three different ways. That is sequential programs, programs using conditions, and programs using looping. What do you mean by a sequential program? Sequential program is nothing but simple programs in which the statements are executed in the order in which it is written. Suppose there are 10 statements in a program, and when we are running the program, the statements will be executed one after the other. So that is a simple program. For example, program to find the total marks of a student, program to find the sum of two numbers. In all these programs, consider the program to find the sum of two numbers. What we will do? First of all, we will be reading the data of two numbers. Then we will be adding it. Then displaying the result. Nothing complicated about it. Okay. But when the programs get more lengthier, more complex, more complicated, we have to use certain conditions. That means we have to take some decisions based on certain conditions. For example, if you want to find the grade of a student, we have to read the marks of a student. Then after that we have to calculate the total marks, and after that we have to check whether the total marks is greater than a particular limit. And if it is greater, the grade will be some A or A plus. Or again we have to check that particular total marks is greater than another criteria. Means if the total marks is greater than 500, the grade will be A. If it is greater than 400, it will be B. If it is greater than 300, it will be C, like that. So in certain situation we have to check certain condition. Another example is, consider a program to find or to print whether the entered number is a positive or negative number. In that case, we have to enter a number, and we cannot simply print that is a positive number or that is a negative number. We have to check whether the number entered by the user is greater than 0 or not. In the similar way, to find out an even or odd number, we have to check whether the number is divisible by 2 or not. So in such situations where we need certain conditions to take decisions, we use programs using conditions. And next, third category of programming is programs using looping. In certain situations, certain statements or a single statement has to be repeatedly executed. And in such situation, for repetition, we will be depending on looping statements. We will be discussing about looping statements in detail in the further coming sessions. Now let us concentrate on decision making statements or programs using conditions. Okay, in C language, for checking such conditions, there are a lot of provisions. We can use either an if statement or a switch statement or a conditional operator. Conditional operator means a question mark and colon symbol. We have already discussed about conditional operators in the operators, the session in which we discussed about the operators. And then last one is go to statement. This is not purely a decision making statement, which can be called as a branching statement, unconditional branching statement. Okay, so using all these four provisions, we can check conditions, or we can branch the control of a program from one place to another. And in the case of if, there are four types of if: simple if statement, if else statement, nested if statement, and else if ladder. And out of that, we are going to see what is a simple if statement. Simple if statement is used to check or evaluate a condition. Evaluate a condition. Okay, so what happens after evaluating a condition? That is, a test expression is evaluated, and when the condition is evaluated, the condition may be true or false, isn't it? If I am checking a condition like if A greater than B, it will be true, either it will be true or it will be false. So in simple if statement, what we are doing is that a condition is evaluated, and if the condition is true, we are specifying a block to be executed when the condition is true. That is, this block means it may be a single statement or a group of statements. That is, here block means the statements which are to be or which is to be executed when the condition is true. So the statements inside these curly brackets will be considered as a true block and will be executed only when the condition is true. And what happens when the condition is true? The true block will be executed, and after executing the true block, the control of the program will be shifted to the statement X, that is next statement. And what will happen if the condition is false? If the condition is false, the true block will be skipped. That means these statements inside the curly brackets will not be done. Directly the control of the program will be shifted to statement X. Let us see an example. If I am saying that if total mark is greater than 500, so this is a text expression. Total mark greater than 500 is a text expression. For writing a true block, I am opening a curly bracket and I am writing here as printf selected. Okay, and after writing the statement which is to be executed if the condition is true, we have to close the curly bracket. So inside this curly bracket you can write one or more than one statements. And after that I am writing printf thank you. So let us see, suppose the value of total marks is 540. So the condition will be evaluated 540 greater than 500. So the condition is true, 540 is greater than 500. As the condition is true, what will happen? The statement inside the block will be executed. That is printf selected. We have written printf selected, that is on the screen a selected message will be displayed. And after that the program control will be shifted to the statement X. That is, again a statement will be printed on the screen, thank you. So when the total mark is greater than 500, selected message and thank you message will be printed on the screen. Right. Suppose the total mark is 300. So the condition will be evaluated whether 300 is greater than 500, and as the condition is false, this whole true block will be skipped, that will not be done, and the program control will be getting shifted to statement X, that is outside the curly bracket, and the thank you message will be simply printed on the screen. Okay, that is about simple if statement. That is, in simple if statement we can specify what to do if the condition is true, but we cannot specify what to do when the condition is false. That is the limitation of simple if. So that is about a simple if statement. So in order to eliminate the limitation of simple if statement, there is another provision, that is if else statement. What is the peculiarity of if-else statement? Here, we can evaluate a condition, and if the condition is true, we can specify what to do. And there is also provision to specify what have to be done if the condition is false. So considering an example, so after evaluating condition, if the condition is true, true block will be executed and the program control will be shifted to statement X. Otherwise, if the condition is evaluated and if the condition is false, the false block will be executed and the program control will be shifted to statement X. We can see with the help of an example. Suppose we want to find whether a number is odd or even. So we are writing like this. If there is a number, say n, if n mod 2 is equal to 0, when a number is divisible by 2, we know that it is an even number. So I am opening a curly bracket and giving a statement as printf even number. And the curly bracket is closed. What happens if the condition is false? Suppose our number is 5 and when 5 is divided by 2, we know that the remainder will not be 0. So here there is a provision. We can use an else keyword, and here we can again open a curly bracket and write a statement or group of statements that is to be done when the condition is false. So here I am writing a printf statement, that is printf odd number, and again the curly bracket is closed. And here I am writing a message printf thank you. So let us see what happens. Consider the value of n is 10. So 10 will be divided by 2, and we know that the mode value will be 0, remainder will be 0. So the condition is true. You have checked that whether the remainder is 0. If the remainder is 0, what has to be done? We have to print a message on the screen, that is, it is an even number. And suppose after printing this even number message, the program control will be directly shifted to statement X. The else part will not be done. So on the screen we can see a message that it is an even number and also a thank you message. Suppose the value of a number is 7. What happens? When 7 is divided by 2, we will get a remainder of 1. So the condition is false. As the condition is false, the program control will be taken to the else part and a statement will be printed as it is an odd number. And after executing the false block, the program control will be shifted to again statement X. So statement X will be executed either if the condition is false or true. That is a common statement. The statements inside the true block will be executed only if the condition is true, and the statements inside the false block will be executed only when the condition is false. Here one thing to be noted is that in the case of simple if or if else, any type of if the block contains only a single statement, in some situation it may contain more than one statement. For example, if you want to find the net salary of an employee, we have to write like this condition: if basic salary greater than 10,000, HRA equal to basic salary into 23 by 100, 23% of basic salary, TA is 15% of basic salary, PF is 30% of basic salary. And after that we have to close the true block. Here there are more than one statements in the true block. And in the else part also we have to write such statements, that is HRA equal to what, TA equal to what, PF equal to what, etc. So here the true block contains more than one statement, but in the above example the true block only contained only a single statement. So kindly note that in situations where there is only a single statement in the block, we may not put the curly bracket. There is no need, there is no change if we put a curly bracket or not. A curly bracket is not a necessary thing if the block contains only a single statement. That is, we can write as if a greater than 0, printf positive, else printf negative. That is, here there is only a single statement along with the condition. So there is no need to put a curly bracket. Even if we put the curly bracket or not, it makes no difference. There is no need to put the curly bracket. That means when the program is so lengthy, there will be so many curly brackets. So in a certain situation, you can omit the curly brackets. But if the condition contains more than one statement in the true block, the curly bracket is compulsory. Otherwise, only the following statement will be considered. Only a single following statement will be considered as a true block. So kindly keep in mind that when there is only a single statement under the condition, you need not use a curly bracket. If it contains more than one statement, you have to compulsorily depend on curly brackets. Okay. So that is all about simple if statement and if else statement. The rest of the decision making statements will be discussed in the further sessions. Hope you understood the matter. Kindly like the video, subscribe and share it among your friends. Okay, thank you.